Welcome to PC Chess Club. This will be Season 1, Episode 3. Take a look at the Jesus picture over there. It looks like a normal picture. We're going to zoom in and see if you can notice when we zoom in real slow, there's something different about that Jesus picture. Take a close look. Try to guess what it is. This week we have another poster. This is called Children Need. Take a look at this, see what you think. Shout out to one of our sponsors, which is Aver USA. That's our document camera right there. These are some of the books that we'll be using this week. Again, this is our newest informant, Chess Informant. You'll be able to see it right there. Chess Informant right there. This week's episode will be beginner books for children and adults, but mostly for children. We'll do some of the ones mostly for children, and then we'll do some of the ones for adults. These are the handy reference books that we found the most useful when you get frequently asked questions. This one here, Pandolfini's Chess Complete. We'll be covering that. Each week we'll cover something from that book. Chess Thinking is just like a little dictionary for chess. This one, that's a reference book. It's kind of like a dictionary. I'll just have to show you. We'll cover it. We'll try to throw something in there each week if we have time. We'll try to go through those 3 books. We'll put in that segment in the video. We'll call that the FAQ, Frequently Asked Questions. And this one is a really good one too. It's just turned upside down. Let me move this out of the way, and then you'll be able to see it. See a lot better. That's one that we need to cover. Solitaire chess. They're right there. The best of the best 1000. And That is just games. Tons and tons of games. These are the first 100 issues of the Chess Informant in here, and they give you the top 10 games out of each issue. So what we'll do is we'll try to do a segment on best games, the best of the best, and we'll cover a game fragment, something from that. Tonight we're kind of pressed for time, so we don't have a whole lot of time to go into that. We may not have time to cover that segment tonight, but that's a preview of things that we will be covering in upcoming episodes. And this one here, this one here, Comprehensive Chess Endings. That is our 5-volume reference encyclopedia. And somebody said, well, there's going to be people out there, like people from Joplin Chess Club, and they're going to say, you don't really have those books. No, I don't believe them. Don't listen to them. They don't have those books. They're just making it up. No, we actually have those books. The reference encyclopedia set and that one right there. When they started out, they were totally different. They started with bishop and knight endings, and then they went to rook against minor pieces and bishop against knight. See, the first one was bishop versus bishop, knight versus knight, and then it was a mix in volume 2. That's the Averbach series. They give you a lot of words to explain it. We'll be covering these as the weeks and months go by. Third volume was queen pawn endings, queen against rook endings, and queen against minor piece endings. Basically everything you'd want to know about using a queen. Then the 4th volume was pawn endings, and then the 5th volume was rook endings, rook versus rook. Okay. This one is Chess Informant, and what they covered first was pawns. I'll get you the dates later. They did pawns first, then they did rook against rook, and then rook against minor pieces, then queens, and then the last one that they covered for Chess Informant was the minor pieces, which was bishop against bishop, knight against knight, and bishop against knight. Oh, these are our new ones right here. I'll turn that around so you can see it. You can see right there, pawn endings. Yeah. We've also got another one. That's our DGT board. This is our tripod. And these are 2 of the best study or training books. That guy I know personally and professionally. He's a wonderful man, Grandmaster Lev Albert. I know him and Roman Zenzikashvili. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But this is a really good book to use to study. If you're looking for the 300 most important positions and ideas, get Lev's book. Get Grandmaster Lev Albert's book. And he's got a really good series called the Comprehensive Chess Course. We use that at PC Chess Club as well. This one is Rashid's book, International, I don't know him, GM Ram, and that's International Master Rashid Ziadnov. And it's very similar what you find there and what you find in this one. They're very similar, but they're different positions. Take a look here. Get up here for you. Try to get you one here. What we'll do is we'll put this under the document camera, and then you guys can see it better. I've got the document camera hooked up, so let's go ahead and do that. When we show it, we'll just show it under the document camera. Let's go ahead and get busy. Here's another book that we got. That's our Wacom tablet. Here's another book we got. Open this up, see what this one is. Oh, it looks like something good. Let's see what it is. Let's take a look. I I know this is our newest one that we got in from Chess Informant, and it is, let's pull it out of the dark cardboard box so we can see it. Oh, the rook endings, first part. Yeah, this one is the newest one they got out, which is just rook versus rook. And you can see we have that. Let's go ahead and put that in with the other ones. Add that to the stack, to the collection of fine, superb in-game reference books at PC Chess Club. Let's go ahead and do our next set of books that we've got at PC Chess Club. We'll start from the beginning. The very, very beginning is what we're going to start from. From the absolute beginning. Nope. Here we go. Now this is an anti-glare sheet. You can see right here it says anti-glare sheet. Just zoom in on that for you. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. You can see this is without it, no glare sheet, and this is with the special glare sheet that Averbach gives you when you get the document cameras. Let's move that out of the way. Got some nice pictures right here, and we did put pictures of these on Facebook as well, so let's go ahead and take a look inside, see what this book is. Proverb that says chess is a sea in which a gnat may drink and an elephant may bathe. That is some loud music. You can see this is what we use for the little bitty kids. One of the best. You can tell I'm not a pro yet with this document camera, but there's no shame in the game. Everybody has to learn sometimes, so it's going to be a learning process. You guys will see me using the document camera as the videos go on each episode. We'll get better and better with it. It's kind of like chess. You may not be real good when you first start, but you can get better. It's not about what talent you're born with. You know, somebody said one time that success is more perspiration than inspiration. I think it's something about 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. I think it's mainly just persistence. You need to be patient. Just stick with it. Just be consistent. Keep working at it. But you can see here, the king, the queen, bishop. Really good book for them to start out with.
He's got this one skit.
Gives you an example here. The chessboard shows how the chessboard's laid out and how the squares are here, arranged in 8 rows of 8 squares each.
All the songs that you
And here's something really good that we teach the kids too. Little section right here. This here little corner where it's called white on the right. When they set up the chessboard, make sure that they know to put a white square in the bottom corner right there. Right there in that little corner, put your white square. Trying to do a little kid's video for YouTube. So we've got some little kids' books up here on a document camera so the parents can see a preview of the book. They might want to go out and get a book for their kid to learn chess or to teach their kids chess. It'll teach, if you get this book, it'll teach them what is pawn en passant capture. And then the kids can bug you, and they can impress you by, Mom, I know what en passant is. You know what en passant is, Dad? You know what en passant is?
This is the next segment, and I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you guys so you can see it a little more.
Okay, this is going to be comparison on pawn endings advanced category. This is one of the things we do at PC Chess Club. It's what separates us from, say, rival chess clubs in the area. We're the only ones that do this. We're the only ones that have this. Comprehensive Chess Endings, Pawn Endings, Volume 4. Averbach and Mazelis. Make sure you know that name, Mazelis. Mazelis is one of the icons in pawn endings. For those that don't know, any studies, any compositions by Mazelis are worth their weight in gold. He is an icon on endgames. He's like Averbach. Averbach's an icon for endgames, but Mazelis is one of the best on pawn endings. He was a endgame theoretician, and his specialty was actually pawn endings. He was a pawn specialist, pawn ending specialist. And you can see how it's laid out. So it would actually be, it would start out king and pawn against king, and then king and two pawns against king, pawn against pawn, pawns on the same file, pawns on adjacent files, meaning side by side, and then both pawns have already went past any other pawns. Again, this segment is an advanced segment. If you're not an advanced student or particularly an advanced student on endgame theory or endgame phase of chess, then this is probably not for you. And then it would go two pawns against one, connected pawns, all pawns are passed. I'll just enlarge it so you guys can see instead of listening to me read all this. I go home to my parents, 'cause Take a look at this one here. This one will really shock you if you've never made a specialized study of advanced in-game theory, or the theory of corresponding square systems. You want to question some friends, ask them these. What is an 8-square system? What's the difference between a quadratic system and a quadratic system with non-ambiguous rear? A triangular system, 2 systems. What does it mean when they say it's a 2-system system? Like, which kind of system is it? It's 2 systems. We'll take a look at that. T system. What is a 6-square rectangular system? And we'll look at the 2 systems. We don't want multi-square systems or T systems. Let's go up here and look at this. Here's an example of what you find in the advanced classes at PC Chess Club. We like to tell people that we're opening specialists, but we often hide the fact that we're also in-game specialists. That means when you play these hillbillies, idiots, anybody stupid enough to just keep trading pieces, that's not real chess. They keep trading pieces. That's called simplification. They're just going to simplify the position to an endgame. That's why in days of old they used to teach the endgame first. So when you would play strong Grandmasters, you keep trading out. They're just going to keep on trading with you because they're going to go to a 1 endgame. They just pick you off. During the end game, they can win easily and quickly. We do the same thing at PC Chess Club. We just don't advertise it. We keep that as our ace in the hole. I guess I shouldn't have told you that. We should have kept that as a secret. But these are instructional videos, so we've got to put out good videos for the kids to help them. Going to pay it forward. Adjoining quadratic systems against coinciding quadratic systems form a T system. The first study with this system was composed by Saucony, but for its name, it is indebted to Barr. We begin our examination of the system with an already familiar example, 409. We're not going to show that example. You'll have to be in the class or you'll have to buy the book. And the book is called Comprehensive Chess Endings by Yuri Averbach, Volume 4.
That was good. That was good. It's nice. It's nice to have somebody kind of fill in the gaps a little bit. We're alive.
Yeah, that's what we do at PC Chess Club, fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
We get a lot of people that come through, they're just passing through or they stop by, and they've got so many gaps in their chess knowledge, huge. Example 409 is by Grigoriev. He's another one that's really good on pawn endings. 1932 study.
I'll do what I can.
Like that.
Oh, I know.
That was the example, already familiar example.
No.
And this is an example of the T system. And you can see it doesn't look like a letter T, if that's what you're thinking. Oh, it looks like a big capital letter T. That's not it. That's not a T system. Here's another one under theory of corresponding squares. Let's go ahead and zoom out. We zoom out too much. You can go ahead and see. You can see here. We'll zoom out. All of this.
She's pretty wet, but she does have fun. Maybe next time.
All of this. Yeah.
Really? That's good.
You can see here.
Yeah, I need to start.
In this example here, okay, here there's one quadratic system on the base squares C4 and D3. Right here, C4 and D3. Hold on, let me get a pencil or something to point that out. All right. Now, right here, C4 and D3. Your squares are numbered 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2. This is 4, 3, 4, 1, 4. 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 2. Okay? Here there's one quadratic system on the base squares C4 and D3. Right here. C4, D3. Okay? And then a joining one on the squares D3 and E4. Right here, D3 and E4. That is your adjoining quadratic square system. So you have one quadratic system on these two base squares of C4, D3. But you have another quadratic system which actually goes from D3 and E4, okay? And he says right here, goes right here, it says D3, E4. Black also has 2. Oops, no wonder you won't be able to see them, will you? Lost me there, huh? Black also has 2 quadratic systems. Black also has 2 quadratic systems. Over here, there's one, there's the other one, right in there. Okay? But with fully coinciding main zones. As usual, we designate the triangle apexes by letters. Hence, that's why you've got an A and a B here, and you've got an A and a B here. The system extends over 5 files from B to F. So from here, from right there, all the way to here, all of this for white and just that area zone for black. Okay, that area is the only area that applies. Since from them, there is an outlet to the triangle apexes. Over on here, on black side, the triangle apexes. The alternation of the rear squares is normal for the T system. Let's go ahead and cut out on that one because we're going to be here all night if we don't. And then 273, 2 systems. It says right here, scoot this up where you can see. This is how I teach chess at PC Chess Club. I never reveal this to the Joplin Chess Club, but we do it a lot different when they're not around. And we use Chess Base, we use Chess Assistant, and we use Houdini 4 Pro Aquarium. We also use Chess Opening Wizard Pro, but that's more opening work. But on the other phases of the game, yeah, we use those 3. Chess Base and Chess Assistant 14, Chess Base 12, Chess Assistant 14. Cases are possible where 2 systems exist on different parts of the board. This does not usually affect the marking of the squares, since the play takes place in one of the systems. When you have 2 systems, like here's one, there's another one, all in here. This is actually one system, right through here. That's why you have the bold lines right in through here and through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you have your letters. Here's A, here's A. And then here you don't have a 2 for black. You just have a 1, a 3, and a 4. On the critical squares and corresponding squares, there would be no 2 in this area. Negative. There are no 2s. When you match these up over here, like there's a 2 here, and then over in this area, your corresponding square that's a 2 is in the far corner. Then you'd skip, you'd go 2, you'd go 2, you'd go 2. Okay? Notice a pattern here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay? But it all hinges on where you put that 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like here, you would not switch these and put a 1 here and a 2 here. It doesn't work that way. You just have to get in some classes, work your way up through the ranks, and learn endgame. And we'll take a look. That was Averbach's book, Pawn Endings, Comprehensive Chess Endings, by Averbach and Mazelis. Those books, I believe, are out of print also. We've got that in chess-based format, and we've also got those as PDFs. We've got them as a digital PDF that you can use with Adobe Acrobat Reader or any PDF reader. And we've got the digital copy. We've got, as you see, the actual book, and we've got it in chess-based format as well. Okay, this is the book by the informants on pawn endings. You can see the pawn.
Time you'll understand for you.
You can see how it's laid out. This is really important. You need like an overview, a preview. Like it's kind of like the teaser or trailer for the movie. You watch the previews before you just sit through the entire movie. You read the table of contents and the index to get an overall feel for the book. You don't sit there and keep reading page after page. No, it's not done that way. I can say that because I've got a very high IQ, well over 180, and I got that kind of sleep deprived, so I don't know where it actually levels off at if I was rested and ready and prepared. But I also got an academic scholarship because my test scores, again, sleep deprived, they were the top 5% in the entire nation, entire USA. So there's some indelibly incandescent sagacity for you, or your bright shining moment. There's that. Now this is the way that Chess Informant lays these out. When they go through this is important. You're gonna want to know this. All right. Yeah, you're gonna want to know this. And you're getting instruction from somebody that is 2600 playing strength. That's 2600 ELO. Grandmaster is 2500. So I play at 2600. That's my playing strength. I got that from over 600 tests. You do all the tests, and you average the scores together, and you get the mean, the median, and the mode. But you get your median score, and out of 600 tests, when you average all those together, and it averages out to a 2600 rating as your playing strength, that means you're a strong player. They can talk crap all day, but 600 tests speaks for itself. I don't care what kind of exams it is in school. If you had to take 600 exams, quizzes, tests, whatever you want to call them, if you did 600 exams and you average all those scores together, I've had a lot of professors, I mean dozens and dozens, say that's a very reliable indicator. And I've had well-known, established celebrity grandmasters in the world of chess also say those are very, very reliable numbers. So when I tell you about 2600 playing strength, that's what it means. 2600.
Thank you.
And I hope to eventually get to 2,700, but that's neither here nor there. And there's people that are a lot better at chess than I am. Magnus Carlsen would probably beat me every game I play, but I'm proud that I can play at 2,600, and I'm happy. So let's get on with this segment. Okay, now,
That's perfect.
very important here. You see how the pawns are on the same file? They're kind of like in line with each other, and then here they're just on the same. They're next one over, one file over, touching. Now there's one file between them, two files between them, 3, 4 files, 5, and 6. Why is there only 6? Well, if there's little kids, beginners watching this, I'll tell you why there's only 6. Because you only have 8 squares on the board. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why there's only going to be 6 plus 2. 6 and 2 is 8. So that's why there's only 6 files in between. So at first, they're going to show you that. And that's how the book is laid out. Oh, here's a good classic. This is known as the rule of the square. If this king, just try and get this pawn down here, if this white king is anywhere within that square, okay, anywhere in that square, they can catch that pawn, all right? So it means if it's black's move here, 1, they would need 1, 2, 3. So if it were their move, 1, 1, let's see, they wouldn't catch it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'd go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and see, boom, done. 13.
I used to love ballads when I played bluegrass.
Well,
I know dozens, maybe hundreds.
Oh, see, and they'd get them.
wow.
You can see right there, there's your moves. They'd get them, they'd win it.
Apparently, they said that
So we'll put that one aside and we'll go to the new one.
typically come up with.
We'll take a look at the brand new one
Right now.
because I really want to hurry up and get through this.
What I'm trying to do.
Oh, geez, there's just a lot of stuff here to go through, a lot of stuff to cover. And you can see how they've got it laid out here in the new book. And very similar, a little bit different layout, like that. And they probably kept educative example number 13.
Just make it a family
Same
jam.
thing. Yeah,
What's
they
that?
kept it.
Just make it a family jam up
There
here.
you go.
And you go to number 13 for B2, F3, C2, F2. So white's moves are going to be B2 and C2. Where's it at? F4, B2, F3, C2. So it's actually going to be B2 and C2, and that's as far as he's going to get.
So, I'm sorry, C.
And then it's over because you go B2, you go F4, B2, F3, C2, F2. And the most they can do is go to right there or right there. If they're right there on C2, they're never going to catch it when they're on F2. It's too far away. And black will, this right here says black will win. If it's black's move, they'll win, but white will draw. Because white will go here, first move, and then black, and then here, and then black,